Maybe.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I haven't
So
even touched that
again,
game
it's
yet.
it's
On
yeah.
the
fun.
list.
Dude, 2025 is this huge list of games. Like I've got at least 3 or 4 games just sitting on my desk right now. I'm just like, I need
Oh,
Christmas to get
dude.
here so I can just play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll-
yeah.
And dude, it's just stuff keeps coming too, like the Pokemon
Mhm.
DLC. I'm like, dude, stop. No more December. Like, there's like
And
a
they're
bunch of
big
I
like
just
last
games
got
minute
too.
December
it
drops.
came out. I keep seeing, or I kept seeing, not anymore. I kept seeing uh promotions and stuff for it on the trains and everything. I finally picked up that Shinobi game, that 2D Shinobi game.
Oh, the
Ooh,
I'm
Vengeance
really
yeah.
excited
one.
to
Yeah,
try
yeah,
that
yeah.
out. Tried the demo out. Demo was awesome, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
demo's
dude,
great.
I'm
Yeah.
hooked. Give it to me. Plus, there's only like what 30 bucks or something like that. So I was
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
yes, hell yeah, I'll definitely do it. All right. If either of you have the stream up, I'm basically gonna go from esports team at the bottom all the way to game of the year will be the final one because I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah,
the
work our
first
way
like
through it.
3 or 4 categories, I have no idea who any of these
This,
people are.
this happens to
So
us every year, I think, because we usually try to do these, and I feel like it always is like the
yeah,
same categories. We're like, yeah, no clue, no idea.
yeah, we just no clue essentially. So, but to be fair, I'm gonna read them off and everything, and then
Yeah,
yeah.
just
So
let's
again, if
just
you
get
want to jump on
into
your own
it.
computers and do it, let's just get into it. So we've got best esports team. We've got Gen G, which is League of Legends, NRG, which is Valorant, Team Falcons, which is Dota 2, Team Liquid, which is Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and
Wow,
Team
Legends.
Vitality, which is Counter Strike 2.
I've never heard of
So
Mobile
I
Legends.
I feel like doesn't
yeah,
Gen G like win a lot? I feel like that
yeah,
name
Gen
sounds
G wins a
familiar.
lot from
This
what I
one
understand, and
always
it's kind of
wins.
OG League of Legends, so they're gonna get my vote, I guess. So there we
Yeah,
go.
I'm voting Team
Yeah.
Liquid just 'cause I've heard of Team Liquid before because
I,
they
j-
play StarCraft.
I just want somebody else to win, you know? Like I would probably just go with like team. I don't know, energy sounds pretty cool. I would just go team.
Yeah. So, all right, next one, just moving along, just kind of get these bounce these guys out of the way is the best esports athletes. I didn't realize that. Okay. We got Rock, Chovy. I know I'm butchering these names. Forsaken, Kakidu, uh, Menard, and Zawu. I honestly butchered that name. The only person I recognize is actually Kakeru because he's a Street Fighter esports guy. He's really popular over here. Shocker, he's Japanese. So I'm just gonna give him my vote and call it a day.
Yeah.
That doesn't
So
even matter for me, yeah.
yeah.
I
So
pick anybody.
all right, and then so we've only got 2 more, and then we're actually getting to the categories we'll know. So best esports game: Counter Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, and Valorant. I don't give two craps about any of these games.
I
So
like how it's named Mobile Legends Bang Bang. I think it's a
I
fun
know,
name.
right? I think just for the name alone, I'm gonna vote
Yeah,
that one just
yeah.
because.
I just like the
So
name.
yeah, just the name. All right, and then final one, content creator of the year. God, I only know like one person from this list. So Sadrill, I don't know who that guy is. I Moist Critical, Sakura Miko, and the Burnt Peanuts.
The Burnt
Wait,
Peanut.
who? Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
I'm catching up. I'm catching up. Let me see this again. Oh, Kai
there's
Cenat.
no
Okay.
yeah, content creator of the year. So whichever one I guess.
I mean, I probably go Kai Cenat because I watch his content a lot. But the thing is, I feel like Sakura Miko is this a VTuber?
think
would
so.
guess
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Because
Yeah.
there's like one VTuber I know is like massive. Like it's like really maybe I'm thinking of
I
Iron
think
Mouse.
that's probably Sakura. Yeah, if I had to
Or maybe
take a
okay,
guess.
maybe then maybe it's okay. Yeah, I don't know who the heck Cadro is. I know Moist Critical. The Burnt Pea, I
Well,
have
well,
no idea.
everyone knows Charlie. I mean, let's be
Yeah.
perfectly honest here. So, but you know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna go with Sakura. Just because if she does win, I know she's not probably going to. I
Yeah.
would love to see Jeff's face about trying to announce that. I
It's-
want to see that.
I remember seeing a lot of
What do you think?
people like complaining about this category because it was like, do these people all play video games? Do some of them not all play video games? But I think everybody
Right.
here pretty see like I don't know about the Burnt Peanut and the Cadro guy looks like he does maybe competitive or something. I don't know. He has like that kind of look.
Probably does esports type thing. Yeah, probably
So-
Valorant.
So
or
maybe
something, I
everybody
guess.
here does play games to a degree because even Kai Cenat plays games, even though it's not like what he's I feel like really popular for. He does play. He does really
Right.
cool like marathon type streams and stuff like that. So anybody who's
Yeah.
unaware,
Anyway, so that's all that. Now let's actually get into the games, the stuff that we actually know. So let's go with the first one, most anticipated game for 2026.
Ooh.
Okay. So we've got 007 First Light, Grand Theft Auto 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil, and The Witcher 4. Okay.
Psycho.
So
There's a bunch for
I'm gonna
all
say
of
off
them.
This is tough.
I'm gonna say off. Yeah, I know it is tough, but
This is
I'm gonna
tough.
okay. So I'm gonna say this right now. I know what will win. I know what will win.
Yeah.
It's gonna be GTA. What I want to win though, and my personal like I would in terms of this particular moment for most anticipated game is that 007 game because that
Really?
trailer and all that gameplay that we
Wow.
saw, it was looking really good. Yes, it needs some polish. There is no denying it. But if you've ever played the Hitman
Mhm.
games, this game is looking really good because that same team is making
Yeah,
this
yeah.
game, and
Mhm.
that gets my personal
Wow,
vote.
Talon, I'm shocked. I did not think you were gonna say
Ditto.
007. I did not have that on my bingo card, man. That was a
What did
total
you think I was gonna
surprise.
say? Oh, did you think I was gonna
I
go
thought
Wolverine?
Wolverine. Yeah,
Yeah.
either
No,
Wolverine or maybe like
I'm excited
Resident
for it.
Evil.
Don't get me wrong. It's
Yeah.
Insomniac Wolverine game. I'm excited for it, but I want to see more gameplay from it and
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
like that. And I'm
Fair.
sure again it's gonna be amazing. Obviously, I'm picking it up day one. I'm gonna blast through the entire weekend or whenever it comes out. I'm probably gonna platinum it, knowing Insomniac games. But
Fair.
but in terms of what I've seen so far for next year, that First Light 007 game, I'm excited about that personally. So, but what about you two? What are you looking forward to?
Go ahead, Lemon.
Witcher 4 probably.
Witcher
Really?
4.
You know what's
I
funny?
really enjoyed Witcher 3.
I didn't even
I
know
don't
the
think
game
it's
was
coming out
coming
next
out.
year, but,
Yeah,
you know,
I didn't even know
I
the
don't
game
know.
was
I mean,
potentially
I
coming
mean,
out.
yeah, I mean, of the games I don't. Yeah, if it's just strictly games coming out, it should be disqualified. It's not coming out next year.
Oh, I
Of
guess.
the games coming
yeah.
out, probably Resident Evil.
Mhm.
Resident
or
Evil. Okay.
Wolverine.
I can see that.
See,
All right,
I-
what about you, Letha?
I
What
would-
are you excited for?
I was also gonna say Resident Evil because I'm big into the Resident Evil franchise. But I mean, I don't want to say the same thing as Lemon picked, but because the other one I would have picked is probably Marvel's Wolverine. I'm definitely excited for that one. I want to see where this game goes. Like you, like there's still so many questions, but see, I can't help but like not think about some of the leak stuff that kind of went out and gets like I get really excited thinking about where this game might go. You know, so like I don't want
Mhm.
to touch the leak stuff, but like there's really cool things I'm really hoping to see potentially coming to fruition here with Marvel's
For
Wolverine.
anyone who comes into the comments or anything later on, like I've never been a Grand Theft Auto guy. Like even going back to
Yeah,
when we
me,
were
dude,
kids,
dude, me neither. Me
Lemon
neither.
Lemon can vouch for me. I've never cared about Grand Theft Auto. I just haven't. So I know it'll be a good game. I know everyone's gonna go crazy. Probably the economic world is gonna end for a couple days because everyone's taking the time off or whatever's happened. And I know the companies are expecting console sales to finally go to where they need to go because everyone's gonna move to next gen and everything, or current gen, whatever you want to call it. But in terms of just me personally, GTA is just kind of okay. Have fun, you know.
Yeah, no,
You
I'm
played it,
the same
right?
place.
Right, Tom?
All right.
You played GTA though, right? Like 4.
I've played
5?
GTA.
yeah.
Yes, I just
All right.
after playing for a few hours in each game, I was like,
Oh, you
okay,
don't even
you know,
finish them? You just
I
a couple
finished
hours?
4. I finished 4. I
Yeah.
never finished 5 though.
Talon, I'm
just-
right there with you. I finished Nico's game, the fourth one, I think, and then I never
Yeah.
touched the fifth one. Like I think I touched the online more than I touched the actual story.
I played 5 for a few hours, and afterwards I was just like, okay, it's more GTA, which again, that's what you expect from GTA essentially.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
all
Oh,
right,
yeah, they're
best
fun.
adaptation. Oh boy, this one, man. Quick question: where's Sonic? Just saying, where's Sonic 3?
Yeah,
you know?
This is
I
a
did
weird
see all
list
that.
because
Yeah.
where's Fallout? Was it not this year?
Fallout was 2 years ago.
It was two. Oh
Fallout
my
was
god. Okay, I thought it was last.
Yeah, I
I thought
know.
it was
Yeah,
this
I know.
year.
Right, right. Yeah. So, anyways, we've got Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell, which I didn't even know about. The Last of Us season 2, and Until Dawn.
Until Dawn, of all the things to put in here, Until Dawn is crazy because I remember watching this and it was just so. If it was going for its own original take, even that was horrible. But like it is
Mhm.
completely different even from the game too. So it's like it failed on both fronts, and I'm just like I can't believe there's definitely something else that's come out video game adaptation wise. If I look it up, I'm gonna find
Sonic
it.
3. It is
Sonic
within.
3.
I'm right.
There's another one
Okay,
too. Hold on, it's gonna
here's the
bother me.
thing that. Yeah, there is another one, but in terms of Sonic, though, okay, so in terms of the time, in terms of when the category can be picked and everything, Sonic came out last year at the end of December, so it's within the the timeline to get it because we also know that the Indiana Jones game is in a couple of categories here,
Mhm.
and that came
Yeah.
out after the Game Awards happened, so that fits in no problem. But the thing that makes it even weirder is that last year that terrible Knuckles spin-off side
Oh
episode
yeah.
series thing that was on here, but you can't put Sonic 3 on here. Like I've actually seen Sonic 3. I've seen Devil May Cry. Didn't know about the Splinter Cell. I saw a bit of The Last of Us season 2 and I just couldn't get into it personally. I have not seen the Minecraft movie, and until dawn I didn't even know it was a thing. Sonic 3 is easily the best
Yeah.
adaptation in terms of from a video game. Like there's no question about
Yeah.
it. Yet for some reason it's not on here.
So the other one that I'm
So
thinking about that I genuinely enjoyed both seasons, I think it's really, really good, was Twisted Metal. And I feel like it's a very underrated
yeah,
show.
Twisted Metal. Yeah,
People
yeah,
really,
yeah.
Okay.
people really need to give that show a shot. I promise you, it's
It
actually
is.
good. It's
It
actually
is
It
good.
may not be
It
the
is
best, but
actually
it's
good.
actually good. It's a good time. It's funny, and like it stays
Yeah.
pretty true to what I remember of Twisted Metal. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
like Highway Robbery. That Until Dawn. God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Placed over that, insane.
I think for me personally, and I know people are gonna be like being like rioting and everything for me saying this, but I'm probably gonna vote Devil May Cry, not because it's
Uh,
the best or anything, but simply because the animation was really good. And a lot of the action scenes are really cool to watch. Now I know purists are gonna be like, oh no, this isn't my Devil May Cry and everything, or especially the middle part where you have the a lot more focus on uh baby, I believe her name is technically, and then like her little organization and whatever's happening there. Like a lot of the middle part focused on that, which is definitely a very slow part, and I did not like that personally. But I love the villain, the rabbit guy. He was really cool.
yeah,
I
he was
liked him. I
cool.
liked Dante. Love the action and the animation, so it's gonna get my vote personally. But again, it's this category it should have been Sonic personally. Sonic should have been the easy winner for me if it was in here, and it should have been in here.
Yeah, I think I'm right.
Okay.
I think I'm right there with you. Devil May Cry 2.
Yeah.
Like Last of Us season 2, it was good. Like I'm not gonna act like it was horrible television. It was good.
I've heard season one just
Yeah,
destroys it in terms of
I
quality.
think
And,
I like season 1 better too. Season 2,
yeah.
again, I don't think it was bad or anything. I just know for sure I enjoyed Devil May Cry way more than I enjoyed.
Let's put it this way. My parents watched The Last of Us season 1. My
Oh, really?
parents, Lemon, you know my parents.
Well, I mean, it's an HBO show. I mean,
Yeah.
I said this about
But
the game. The
they
game,
tried to get into season 2. They stopped after 2 episodes. There's like, no, it's not good.
Well,
So,
I imagine because of what happened in those first 2 episodes of season 2.
yeah. So, well, it wasn't just that. I guess from people who've actually played the games, from what I hear, some of the character moments, I guess, with Ellie and everything is just like, what are you doing? So,
Mm.
all right, let's go to the next category. Best multiplayer game. So we've got Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Night Ring, Peak, and Split Fiction. I'm not going to lie, I have actually never heard of Peak. Have either of you? And can you tell me about it?
So
Oh.
I know about it and I've heard about it, but I haven't really looked into it or watched anything about it. But I know it's obviously super popular. I think it's like a fun, it's just like a fun like co-op multiplayer game, but I don't know that much outside of that. Um,
Okay, so it's more
yeah,
about co-op multiplayer. So,
that's what I think. Yeah.
'cause obviously Split Fiction was a co-op multiplayer game. Peak
Oh,
is
it's
more
this
co-op.
game. Okay, I've seen like
Huh?
memes about this game and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Peak.
it's
Okay.
everybody's playing it.
Okay.
It's probably the more popular one, I would say. Well, maybe not more popular over
Uh,
Arc Raiders or whatnot, but it's up there.
Okay.
People
Yeah.
definitely
And
play it.
then Elden Ring Night Ring, I know had a huge start, and it's I think got a decent online population from my understanding. I know it's funny enough, this game super popular here in Japan for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why.
It's
But a
really
lot of
popular everywhere. Like they're making deals. Had no idea it was gonna be as big as it was. They did not have DLC lined up really for it or anything. Now they're like,
well,
oh,
yeah, well, that's why the
yeah,
DLC
DLC.
trailer was literally like
Yeah.
the title, and that was it.
Mhm.
So like, there's nothing to it.
And that's also in
In terms of
December. Damn, I just thought about
Yeah.
that now. Yeah.
Battlefield 6 and then Arc Raiders. So I'm not into extraction shooters personally, but I've heard nothing but good things about Arc Raiders. I mean, it's the same. It's literally the OG team from the OG Battlefield games up till about 4 or 1. And they made the finals, which Lemon and I love playing. So, and then there's Battlefield 6, which Battlefield 6 is fine. It is clear though that the same team obviously has not, obviously because they've left, but that talent of map design and modes and everything obviously left with them. And the current team making Battlefield 6, they've got a lot to learn when it comes to map design and everything. Because honestly, the only map I want to play in Battlefield 6 is one from Battlefield 3, which is Operation Firestorm. And that should say something right there.
That's
Like, I'm
funny
not
too,
saying all the
because
maps are bad or anything. I'm just simply saying they don't flow as well, or they try to cram in vehicles into places that they shouldn't be, or the map design, like the maps will be too small, and yet they've got helicopters, tanks, anti-air vehicles, and everything. And there's like, dude, this map is too small for all this. You need to, you know, stretch some things out here and there. And it's not to say that they need to do what one of the OG Battlefield DLCs did, where it's like, okay, everything in the center and this giant field. No. You need to study the good maps from the old games, Battlefield 2, Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and learn from those and then make a map if that. And if you have to, you know what? I'll even say it, because guess what? OG Battlefield done this in multiple games. Take the basic, dimensions of that and then go from there and then start to place things.
yeah, Brian, I know you definitely voted for DMC and some of the other ones.
God, okay, best multiplayer though. I don't know.
I'll probably
think that's-
go for Elden Ring, Night Rain. I think. I mean, to be fair, I've never played Arc Raiders, even though I know it's good. Peak didn't play it. Swift didn't play it.
I'm gonna
Battlefield
pick
6 didn't
Arc
play it.
Raiders. I'm gonna pick Arc Raiders only because Embark made it, and Embark makes the finals, and I want to see them continue to do well. So I'm gonna go with Arc Raiders just for that.
I went Battlefield 6. I had fun.
I was gonna say it's so
Don't get me
funny
wrong,
because
it's
like it's
fun.
really popular. I think it's actually doing better
Yeah,
than like it's
gangbusters.
doing better than Call of Duty. They were saying like it's
Mhm.
absolutely
God,
destroying
it's
Call of
just-
Duty.
God, that game is, whew, man. We could have an entire thing about that. So, all right, next one, best sports and racing game. So we've got. Oh, duh, because sports. I was gonna say, how is racing and soccer together? But okay, yeah, best
They
sports
combined it.
/ racing game. Okay, so EA Sports FC 26, F1 25, Mario Kart World Rematch. Isn't Rematch that soccer game made by
The people who made
the
Sifu.
Seafood?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sifu.
Yeah. Okay, and then Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
This
By
is
the
an
way, is someone's
easy.
speakers on in the back? Because I hear my voice, I think.
Is it me?
I don't know. All I know is that when I talk, eventually I hear myself as if I'm on speaker or something. I don't know. Geez. Okay, I played Sonic Racing Cross Worlds at TGS. It was fine. It was not a bad game or anything. It was fine. It's definitely heavier cars, I would say. Mario Kart World I've obviously played a lot, and while it definitely has some things I still want added to it, it's still a fun game because it's Mario Kart. I'm never gonna vote for a sports game, and F125 I've never
The
played,
honesty there.
so
The pure honesty there.
I'm sorry. I'm just not. I have not. The last sports game that I ever considered actually good was like way back in the PS2 days with like NFL Blitz. I love the Blitz games.
Blitz is good.
Blitz was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not my thing. So I guess I'll go Mario Kart just for this.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say I'm definitely picking Mario Kart too. I didn't even touch
Yeah.
Sonic Racing. I don't really have any interest in that one, but Mario Kart for me would take the cake.
Yeah.
No, I'm voting Sonic Racing just because World is such a disappointment compared to last one.
I mean that's fair. That is easily
fair,
fair.
yeah.
Although to be fair as well, a lot of
I-
people thought Sonic Racers was going to destroy Mario Kart, and I'm sitting here going, look, Mario Kart World still has a lot of stuff it needs to
No.
add, but it's Mario Kart. Like,
It's
I'm sorry.
fine. It's just not 8.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
and
yeah,
that's
give it
and that's the
time, give it
benefit that
time.
8. That's the benefit that 8 had, where it had what literally 8 plus 10 years or
Right, that's
so
what I'm saying,
of
like, give it time.
constant
Oh,
development.
no, for
So,
sure. I want the DLC tracks. I don't want this open world
Yeah, no,
strapping it
I
straight away.
definitely agree
I
with that.
want
The open
better
world stuff, I'm
traps.
just like, dude, stop,
It
dude,
didn't
just
work.
stop it. It's clear they tried to make that so much earlier in the Switch one's life, and it's not what we wanted. So, all right, best sim/strategy games. So we got Final Fantasy Tactics, we've got Jurassic World Evolution 3, Civilization 7, Tempest Rising, The Altars, and Two Point Museum.
Guys.
The best sim/strategy game, I
It's
think
gonna be
I've
Final
got to go
Fantasy.
with. I'm probably gonna go Final Fantasy
Eh,
Tactics. Yeah,
dude, that game so
Yeah.
good. The voice acting just
I know.
made that game like next level. Like
I
it
have,
was
dude.
amazing
It's
before, but
on
that
my
voice
it's on my
acting,
list to play. I just don't
oh
have time
god,
for a
Ditto.
meaty JRPG right
dude,
now.
it
I
is
just
so
don't.
good.
Thick. It's a long one.
It is a long, yeah.
It's a good.
Tactic. I mean,
It's
the
worth
original
it.
Tactics was long, and then all the extra stuff that they put in here and with the voice acting
Oh
there, I'm
man,
just like, dude, I need like a solid week or two just to be
yeah,
able to sit through this entire thing. So
yeah. They
yeah,
they
so
definitely cut some content from this. I think it's mostly characters from the PSP version that came out,
Yep.
but the
yeah,
voice
they cut some of
acting
the
is so
PSP
good.
stuff, and then they also, I think they more just made everything more streamlined. And
Yeah,
I don't say streamlined because they're cutting a bunch of stuff, just to simply like make it more like easier to follow and everything in terms of the
mhm,
story and just that kind of stuff. But the game is all the same, the
so
gameplay and
good.
everything. So yeah, I need to play it. So okay, let's see. Next one is going to be best family game. Okay. So we've got Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing, and Split Fiction. Okay, for me personally,
Oh, Bonanza,
easy. Donkey
come
Kong
on,
Bonanza.
come on.
I
Bonanza.
yeah, that really there's no
Bonanza.
other
Like
answer.
if you have a Switch 2 and you have not played Bonanza, go play it. It's a
Yeah.
great game. It's really fun, really relaxing, dude. And you literally get to smash the entire level, all the levels and everything. It's just super fun. It's a great
That's honestly
platformer.
the best part. The best part about it was just smashing everything.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
And
was
it's made by the
anticipating how
team that
cool
made
that was gonna
Odyssey.
be. Yeah,
So yeah, that's
next
what.
level
Yeah.
stuff with
So
that, man. And the story
yep,
was,
exactly.
maybe not the most complex story, but I digged it. It was really good. I really loved it. It was
Every
cool.
time I hear story when it comes to Donkey Kong and Mario, I'm just like I remember seeing votes where it's just like Mario games, like Mario Wonder got docked for on some of the reviews because of the story, and I'm
Uh-huh.
sitting here going, "It's Mario. Yeah,
Yeah.
stop Bowser. That's all it is.
Well, you know what it is with
That's
Donkey
all
Kong?
it
With Donkey
is."
Kong, you could tell they were really trying to push for that, though. You
I
know
was
what I
about to
mean?
say, yeah.
That's the thing where
They
you kind of have to
tried.
give it the flowers for that because, like, that's why I kind of like it though, that they did push for something, and I liked it. I dug but this little story they were telling with like little Rosalina or not Rosalina. My gosh, I'm losing her
Paulina.
name.
Paulina.
Yeah.
Pauline.
Yeah.
That whole story, like I dug that little bit of it to it. It added that little extra to it that I wasn't expecting, and I think that's what makes me love it more. It makes me think about it more. So, 100%,
Exactly.
I would go Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Okay, so next category is going to be best fighting game. So for this, we've got 2XKO, we got Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and a Virtua Fighter 5.
This is a sad list.
This is
Capcom Fighting
Dude,
I mean, I
Collection
do
dude.
is a
a lot of
collection.
fighting games are coming out
Mortal
next
Kombat's a
year.
collection.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say,
Street Fighter
Talon. But
5.
next year, imagine this list for next year, dude.
Tokon,
Marvel Tokon
and then
is
there's also another one from
there's another
like
one.
Arc. Like Arc
Can't think
has
of
two
it.
fighting games coming out
Mhm.
next year, I think. So, and I played Tokon at Tokyo Game Show. Dude, it is fun.
Dude, I just got into the
a
beta.
lot of fun.
I'm so happy. I can't wait
I
to
got
play
into the
it in
beta
2
too. I
weeks.
actually
Yeah,
did. Yeah,
we gotta play
I
it.
just got the email yesterday.
Oh, we
Yep, I
definitely
got
gotta
it. I
play
was
it
like,
in 2 weeks.
like,
I'm
yo, let's
excited.
go.
We'll jump on a stream. We'll play
Yeah.
it. I'm excited.
Definitely.
I
Well,
wish I could
because
put my
it's,
vote
it's
for that.
it's the weekend. It's the weekend after the Game Award? Or no, before the Game Awards.
It's right before,
It's
yeah.
the weekend right before the Game Awards.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll be
Okay.
home. I'll be playing that.
So honestly, I absolutely have no idea.
Yeah, I don't really have any affinity to anything here. I mean, Mortal Kombat because I love Mortal Kombat.
I
That's
guess I'll
probably
just
the
go
only
with
one I know.
Capcom Fighting Collection. I guess is what I'll go for. I don't know.
I go Virtua Fire because it's the guys who did Yakuza.
There you go.
Yep.
There.
Hey, we've got Best RPG. Avowed, Claire
Ooh.
Obscure, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Monster Hunter Wilds, which I'm not sure is why it's
Dude,
there.
that's such a weird.
It is.
We'll
And
talk
the
about it.
Outer Worlds. Like, honestly, I'd replace Monster Hunter with
Oh
Final
my
Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah, Tactics, or it could have been even the
Yeah, I
Trails
put
game that
Tactics in
came
there,
out
like,
really
easily.
good.
That's,
Trails for
yeah, I
Chapters
don't know
really
why.
good too.
Or Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Like,
Yeah.
why isn't
Oh,
that there?
dude, how it? And yeah, none of those made it. Is wild to me.
That is beyond weird to me. It feels like they literally threw Capcom a bone
I'm just trying to think like
because Monster Hunter was so big when it first released, and then less than a month after it released, no one is talking about it because the
yeah.
performance is so bad. And yeah, it's just like, okay. Okay, so I know purists in terms of RPGs are going to say Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because that you actually are role playing in that game. I know a lot of people liked The Outer Worlds 2 because it just came out. Avowed, I heard was kind of eh, if
I
from what
played
I'm
it.
hearing.
It was fun. I genuinely liked it. You know, I gave it a genuine shot, and I think it's because they did some cool different things. I mean, the plot was totally trash, but I mean, I
Yeah,
wasn't
Well,
that's
Lemon,
really
why.
you
caring
tried,
too
you
much
played
for
it,
it.
didn't you, for a little bit, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly?
and pretty much everything Lethal's saying is my
Yeah.
opinion too. I just the
Yeah,
gameplay was solid. It's
yeah,
just
it
the
was fun.
plot is not there. I mean, because this is supposed to be like a sequel or part of the same
World.
storyline as oh god, what's the other
What,
Obsidian
Starfield?
game?
Oh
It's
no, no,
top down.
no, other
It's
Obsidian.
top down like computer RPG kind of thing.
I don't know.
Pillars of Eternity, I think is the name.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And so I came into like I have no idea who any of these people are. I don't know why people don't like me, but I'm kind of Jesus like. I don't know what's
Hmm.
really going on,
Forgot what
and
you were called.
I don't know.
I was gonna say you're like
So
a dragon kith or something, but that's not it at all. I don't know. You were just
well,
special. I don't know.
yeah, because like plants like grow off of you and
Yeah,
stuff, and
yeah,
like made you
exactly. You were like a
special, but no
god or
one liked
something.
you.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
But it was cool though,
It played
man.
well though.
The dual wielding pistol with like a wand or
Mhm.
some shit was like really cool. Like it had some really cool like weapons to use and powers to learn and stuff like that. The classes and the abilities you can get were really cool. And the world was cool. It was a good looking game too. Like it looked really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aside
But
that,
in terms of for me personally though, I got to give it to Claire Obscura
oh
just
come
because
on,
I love that
It's
game.
not
of
even.
course,
Not even.
It's not, dude.
Talking
of
about.
course.
I,
I'll tell
it
you
was
what
super
though.
fun.
If they would have put Final Fantasy Tactics here, I would have struggled. I would have
Yeah,
actually been,
Tactics would have. Yeah, I
I
think
would have
Tactics would have
struggled and
easily.
said, "Damn, that's kind of tough." Because
Yeah,
even though it should go to Expeditionary 3, a part of me wants them to
yeah.
be like, "Listen, we want more Tactics games.
But
All right, I
but
missed that
again,
series. Bring it back, man."
it still confuses me because why isn't Tactics in here? Or
I don't know.
like literally the definition of an RPG is Dragon Quest 1 and 2, the HD
Yeah,
2D remake.
Yeah, that
Why is that
one.
not in here?
So
yeah.
Tactics technically isn't an RPG.
I know
I mean,
technically it's not, but at the same time it still kind of
it
is.
fits
But
better than
Yeah.
Monhun does, but
yeah.
I still can see why it's
Okay.
not here also.
Okay, but then again, answer me though, why not Dragon Quest 1 2 HD
Yeah,
2D remake?
no, that
That,
fits a
like,
lot
Yeah,
better.
and there's other games too.
Like,
Like I said, the
come on.
Trails games is great. That new one
Yeah,
that came out, the
Trails.
remake
Yeah.
was really good, and it was received
Still
really
don't
well.
play that.
So that shocker
Yeah.
that didn't even get for this at all makes no sense.
It really doesn't. But yeah, no. Claire gets the vote for me. I wish
Yep.
Dragon Quest 1 and 2 was in here though, because again, it just makes way more sense. And I feel like they threw Capcom a bone just because
That's what I'm
hey, we feel a little
thinking.
bad for you. Here you go. You're in the
Yeah.
RPG section for some random
They,
reason.
they didn't find another spot for Monster Hunter Wilds, so like put it in RPG. Put it
Yeah,
in
just put it
there.
in
For
RPG,
some
take
reason,
this other one out.
for
and you're
some
just like,
reason they thought, hey, you know, we don't have that many RPGs to look at this year, like which is crazy, but
which is
I don't know.
Why is
BS.
it not in action adventure is what I want to know.
I don't know.
Right?
It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Let me go to action
All right,
adventure.
let's go into the next one. Best action adventure
let's see.
game.
Love this
Okay,
one.
so for this
Puffy.
one, we've got Death Stranding 2, we got Ghost of Yote, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction.
This one.
Okay, so
hurts.
the actual definition they use here is for the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Okay, for me personally, this is tough because I've played 3 of these 5 games. I played Yote, I played Silk Song, and I played Indiana Jones. I've not played Split Fiction, and I've not played Death Stranding 2. I was not a fan of Death Stranding 1, and it's because Death Stranding 2 is just more of Death Stranding. I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna move on and play other games. So for me personally, I probably got to give it to Yote because especially with the combat improvements that they have, along with the open world that they have, I think Yote for me personally takes it. But I'll ask you guys what you personally think.
I'm going Yote also.
I see. I'm not Yote. I'm on the fence between Death Stranding 2 and Hollow Knight Silk Song. So look at the definition, right? Best action adventure combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. I mean, Death Stranding is the definition of like trying to puzzle solve, how to traverse through like the mountains and how to go through certain terrains and whatnot. on top of
That's how
like
you just grab a
fighting.
vehicle after like 5 hours into the game. I heard
No,
vehicles like
you get it much sooner, but
do
of
that.
course that doesn't solve every situation. As you progress through that game, you're going up mountains and your vehicles don't do nothing. Especially when you get into like the snowy areas, your vehicles aren't doing crap until you start getting the upgrades right that make it so that you can use it for stuff like that. So they definitely make it easier, but it definitely for sure it does require a lot of like puzzle solving to get through certain areas. And the action was so much better in this game, and I really love the story here. But it just sucks because like Silk Song was incredible. That game to me,
Silksong
and
had a really cool world.
dude,
I like Silksong's
I couldn't
universal.
get out of that game. Like I wanted to play it so much. I wanted to explore every nook and cranny of that world. There's bosses that I wanted to find. I wanted to like try to get all the like the different types of weapons. I forget what they're called, like the ruins or the whatever they're called.
You had the
Um,
ruins, you had the weapons, you
yeah, like the
had
runes,
the
all that
masks
stuff.
and
Yeah,
everything.
like
Yeah.
all the abilities. Like I wanted to like legit just do everything in that game. And I think that's why I'm gonna pick it over Death Stranding 2 because I love Death Stranding 2. But Silk Song, dude, I was into that world. Like as soon as I got a new ability, I
It
was
was definitely really
backtracking
cool.
everywhere
Yeah.
to like figure out, oh my god, what can I use this ability for to go through here or here? Like it just this to me is the definition of like for what I would pick for best action
Tracking
adventure.
in a Metrovania style game? No way. I never imagined that.
There we go.
Right,
Well,
there
these
we
are
go.
all good
All right,
games, though.
next one. Best action game. Okay, so this is like pure combat, I guess. So Battlefield 6, somehow, I guess. Doom the Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
Doom was out this year.
Yeah, it was.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, yeah, it
thought that was
came back
last
out
year.
in April,
March or
I
something,
think.
April.
Is it April that
Wow,
it came
yeah.
out?
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
I
Early in the
genuinely
Came
thought
out a
that was
while
last
ago.
year. I thought that was last
Yeah.
year. Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. Hades 2 and Ninja Gaiden 4 are
Mhm.
on my backlog. I just haven't been able to play them
What?
yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
You gotta play
I
Hades
know.
yeah,
too,
you gotta
man.
play Hades
I
2.
know, dude.
Hades 2 is so
I
man.
know Hades, dude. I
Yeah.
played the first one. I'm waiting for my physical version right now to arrive for Hades 2.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
so
Fair enough.
yeah, so I'm waiting. It literally needs to get here, and I can play it. Okay. Plus, when I go on my ski trip, what do you think I'm playing on the 3-hour train ride to go up there? Just saying.
There you go.
Okay. So for me personally, in terms of best action game, I got to give it to Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Love the demo, and I've been able to play a little bit of the full game right now. Absolutely love it. It's easily in terms of because it's action, right? Action game. It goes to that. Who knows? Maybe Ninja Gaiden would be better if I actually had played it by now. But in terms of right now, Shinobi Art of Vengeance for me.
Yeah, I didn't play Doom. I didn't play Battlefield 6. I played Shinobi, but there was just like the demo that I played at SGF. I didn't play like the full game or anything. And I didn't play Ninja Gaiden 4, so I only played Hades 2 here. But I watched a lot of like Ninja Gaiden 4 gameplay and whatnot. It looks great, but it definitely just looks like more like Ninja Gaiden, if I'm not mistaken.
It's more Ninja. It is. It's exactly what
like
it is. It's more
there
Ninja
wasn't
Gaiden,
anything that I
so.
watched that I was like, yeah, it doesn't look like anything different from what I played in the past. But Hades 2, ugh, I can go on forever about this game. It's so good. Everything about
I
this
know.
game is
I know.
fun. All the action, all the bosses, all the
just
story,
the
all the
only
characters. It's just chef's kiss.
the only downside about it is just when it released. I was like, no,
Yeah,
don't release
no,
now. Release
dude.
later, please.
When did they
Yeah.
drop it? Was it during Silk Song month? Right, September or
It
no?
was yeah, it was in
Yeah.
September. is
Yeah,
when
'cause I
they
remember-
dropped
I
it. And
remember
I'm
being like,
no,
dude,
because
what?
it was after because it was after Silk Song, but before Yote, and I was like, why are you doing this to me, Hades? And I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? I because then I saw the news that they're going to release the physical version. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get the physical version. It'll come a little later, and I'll have actual time to play it. So,
Yeah,
so
dude,
yeah,
September,
so-
October was just crazy. There was just September,
was.
October,
It was just-
November. I mean, honestly, the last like 4 months of this year have just
God, the
been
last 4 months, dude, my
ridiculous.
wallet has. I've been having
Yeah.
a hole just burned in my wallet
Yeah.
permanently. I'm just like, God damn it.
I've been buying the game like every month. It's crazy.
It
Sometimes
has.
2
It's
or
been
3.
crazy.
Yeah, I gotta go Hades for me.
Yep, Hades. So
right.
Doom Dark Age is really good, and I'm a little bummed it's gonna definitely get the snub here. But Hades 2 is so good. So good.
I wish I got into
All right,
Doom. more.
best VR/AR. The best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know any of these. So whatever you guys pick, I'm gonna pick.
Yeah, I got to play Marvel's Deadpool VR at Summer Games Fest, and it was cool. A lot of fun. The rest, no idea. Didn't play them. I
Okay.
played that one, so I would probably choose this.
I guess I'll go. I've heard Midnight Walk was decent from what I heard,
Yeah.
but again, I only know like one person who actually played it. I guess I'll go Deadpool. Sure.
I'll go
It is
Midnight
what it is, I
Rockets. I
guess.
thought the art style was cool.
Yeah. So all I can really go off of. Oh god, the worst category in the entire
Best.
thing.
Oh boy.
Oh god, mobile gaming. God, you've turned this
Hey
industry
man.
into a
Until next year when we get Final Fantasy Dual. I already forgot the name. Dual Decim. Dual Decim. Can't wait, man.
whatever with that game. All right, let's take a look here. We got Destiny Rising, Persona 5, The Phantom X, Sonic Rumble, uh Umasuma. I can't even remember.
Good stuff, Brian. You voted for Shinobi Expedition 3. Yeah, I'm seeing you. I'm seeing what you're putting down here, man. Very nice. Yeah, we're pretty much in alignment for the same.
There's a little vindictive, I guess, if you want. I want to vote Destiny Rising just because I wanted to win and to shove it in
Wow.
Bungie's face that the game they can't that they can't even
so
handle
angry.
Destiny 2 at that. So, but honestly,
pressed,
again, I don't play mobile games, so I don't know. What are you guys gonna pick?
The horse racing one. Uma.
Oh, the
Uma's
Derby
Sword.
one.
Yep.
The only one I actually played here, genuinely played. I lied. I did download Destiny Rising just to give it a shot, and it is pretty cool. But I mean, no more than getting past like the first like 20 minutes. Persona
Yeah.
5X, I gave it a fair shot. I just didn't stick with it because I just don't feel like playing a Persona 5 game like on my phone.
Yeah.
That's the only two
What's
that I
what's
generally tried.
Wuthering Waves? Is that an RPG style thing?
That's popular, and I know I just know it's
Yeah.
popular. That's as far as I know. That's
It's
popular.
like Genshin, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
It's just like Genshin. Okay.
it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
All
Similar
right.
Games is.
I definitely see
I
the
don't-
horse one winning though. The horse girls, that's definitely winning
Yeah.
for sure. I know for a fact that was gonna win.
I don't know. I'm gonna pick that just because I want
Yeah.
to see
I know
Jeff's
it's
face
winning.
when he has to read that off if it wins.
It's gonna win, bro.
Oh, please. I want to see that reaction. Unfortunately, you know what's going to happen though?
can't
It's
wait.
going to be one of those fast, really like, just side
They gotta
categories where it's
vote,
like,
At the very
you
beginning.
know, best mobile game, winner goes to, boom. It
That's
just
not getting a
moves on
stage
in like
thing.
5
Yeah.
seconds. Yep. It's going to happen. Okay. Best debut indie
Oh,
game.
they took it out. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. The guy you said, yeah. It's,
Vagabond.
yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
this one right here has been, causing some stirrups online, at least in terms of Clair Obscur, because it is technically an indie game, but when you actually look at like who they were able to hire on in terms of contract workers, and then also the amount of money they got compared to what most people would say is an indie game, a lot of people are like, "How is this here?" Even though it kind of got on in the technicality, but you know. But anyway, so the categories are Blueprints, Clair Obscur, Despelot, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Espalote.
And then Dispatch, which is that story. It's more of a story based. It's not really a game per se in terms of like you're going around, running around and mashing. But it's an interactive story is the type of game that it is. So, which I've heard great things about. I've heard it's actually really
Dude, I'm playing it right now. It's a lot of fun. Well,
Yeah.
I should let me correct that. It's a great like show. It feels like a great show in terms of that's what I mean by fun. It feels like a
exactly
great
what
show.
a lot of people are saying is it's more of a
Yeah.
show,
But it's
right?
it's I'll say
So-
this. It's a great show, and I hate to say it, but I feel like the actual gameplay elements did to take me away from what I just want to do is just watch the show. That's how I feel about it personally.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Isn't it like the old Telltale games though? I mean, isn't it
It's-
like some of the same even devs even?
It is like the Telltale games, but they like the game centers on you actually dispatching units, and I think that's the part that's just so bad. It's
Oh.
just not personally. I don't find it fun. Like I've been playing it on stream, and I'm just not enjoying it. I'm like, guys, I'm so sorry. Like we could get back. Hopefully, this ends in like 20 minutes. We actually get back to like the actual show or whatever. Like
Story.
I just
yeah.
want to get back to like I don't want to do this like dispatching part.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, all right. I don't know, Lemon. What are you gonna vote for?
I'm kind of it's toss up between Blueprints and Dispatch. I haven't played either of them. I want to play them both. And I remember people really being jazzed about Blueprints, like a roguelike puzzle game. So interesting concept. I probably would Dispatch just because I love Telltale games. So
I'll go with
more
I'll go
games
with
like that.
Dispatch. I'll go with that.
Good.
Go
I'm
with
gonna,
Dispatch.
I'm gonna be the guy that goes Blueprints because this game I sunk like maybe 100 hours into. It is basically a puzzle adventure with a roguelike spin to it. And so you're constantly having to like replay the game in order to progress and try to gradually make it to a certain spot. Like I don't want to go into any spoiler stuff, but throughout that, right, it is like solving puzzles, learning more about the deeper story at play here, finding and discovering like new rooms and whatnot. Dude, it was so good. It was so much fun. And to this day, like people are still discovering new things. It's one of those games, and so it's like it's in comparison to like the other ones here. Like it feels weird to like say Claire Obscura Expedition 33 here. It feels so out of place compared to the other
Mhm.
ones. But
It is because
I get it why
well,
it's
like you
here.
said, technically it is a debut indie game,
Yeah, no,
but
100%.
when you
Yeah.
look deeper, yeah, it's
You know what it is? They need to get to a point where maybe they kind of like I don't know. If there's a way to maybe like separate this better, because like this game has so much more financial backing to it versus probably some of these other ones here, and so
oh
like
yeah,
they can
easily.
afford to have like this beautiful, gorgeous game. So it's like it almost does like detract from like, hey, these are more smaller budget titles. Maybe not Dispatch because Dispatch also probably has a good backing to it because I don't know, it looks amazing. But I don't know. I would still go Blueprints for sure. But if not, I mean, I'd probably go Dispatch because I don't want to give this to Claire. Claire's gonna win, some
Yeah.
big
It's
rewards
gonna
coming up
sweep
ahead.
everything
Yeah.
else.
So
So
like,
yeah,
I
it's
would
kind of like
rather
give it to
another
some, yeah,
game.
easily give it to something
Yeah.
else. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's go. Next category. We've got best independent game. So for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside of the traditional publisher system. Okay, so we have Absalom, we've got Ball X Pit, Blueprints, Clair Obscur, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong. That is a strong list of games right
So,
there.
what's the traditional publisher then?
I'm
'Cause,
so
like, isn't
Lemon.
Kepler Interactive?
I'm
I'm so glad you
guessing,
said
your
that.
typical
Is
Bandai Namco, EA type of publisher
The
would be my
Devolver
guess.
Digital is
yeah,
effectively just like the rest of the
yeah.
publishers.
Devolver Digital is
Right, I
big.
know. That's the weird
Kepler's
thing.
getting
Yeah.
pretty big. I mean, Raw Fury is a pretty big name at this point. Like that,
Yeah.
it is weird. This is it's just one of those things where
My,
like
my
it's
guess
really
again
weird.
is technicalities. My guess is
Yeah.
technicalities probably.
And Team
I just know
Cherry,
you got
you might not
Kepler.
think it, but they're rich from their last game.
Oh
So
yeah, because like
Yeah, yeah,
Five
no, they
Guys
are.
yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
they got money. I don't know.
I know, again, I've said it before in the other parts of the voting. It's on its way. I wanted to say Hades 2 is what I want to say, I think. Because it's super giant. Like, I want them to do well. So I think I'm going to give it to Hades 2. The moment that game finally gets here, I'm gonna be like, yes, let's go.
You're
And
gonna
then
love
like,
it. You're gonna love it.
no,
it's really
I know I'm
good.
gonna love it. I know I'm
Yeah.
gonna love it, and you're not gonna hear from me for like a week.
Yeah, I personally don't know. I'm torn between Blueprints, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong. That's really tough. I don't know, Lemon. What do you?
I think I'm probably gonna vote Hades too, but I also kind of want to see Ball Pit get some love because that game looks like a riot. I really want to play it. Obviously have not had time because I'm playing everything else. But
Fair.
it's a roguelike Arkanoid game, like the paddle with the ball and
Right.
absolute deranged idea, and I guess it absolutely works. Like the village like building system in it is you literally shoot a ball around your village, and as the more buildings it hits, the more resources you get. That's absolutely unhinged. It is the most bizarre sounding game to me.
And yet it's working. So
Yeah, exactly. So, but I hope it gets some love because that game looks absolutely nuts and works.
and works, yeah.
Fair.
All right, let's go. Best community support. Okay. Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite.
Guys, we're going Silksong. I couldn't figure it out then. We're gonna go Silksong. I think that's where my heart lies. I just think about all the boss fights and whatnot, and this was just amazing in terms of like creativity and technical, in terms of like how you're getting through spots and whatnot. You can easily get this to Blueprints. Not Hades too much for me. It's between these two, but I'm just gonna skew towards Hollow Knight.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought
So
they're done and dusted with
Final
the
Fantasy
last-
14, I know they have their, every year they do this, it goes
Yeah.
up and down because they've literally said come back when a DLC comes and
Mhm.
leave after that. We
It's
don't
an
mind.
MMO. I mean,
Yeah, it's MMO,
made for
yeah.
this.
Fortnite, I will never vote for. Helldivers 2, I had fun when it initially launched and everything. I've not touched it in a long time. I've heard it's some of the patch stuff, I guess, is like the last couple of months have not been good from what I've heard. But again, that's just basically what I've heard.
That last update did really good for it. Yeah, Halo collab.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's
that,
good.
That did really
Oh,
good.
yeah, I forgot
And then
about
No
that.
Man's Sky. I mean, dude, No Man's Sky has been pumping out updates for 10 plus years now or something
That's
like that. It
great,
feels
dude.
like.
And this game has been in this category, I think, for the last 10 years. Like, I'm not even
Mhm.
kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
No Man's Sky has
So-
always been here. That's crazy.
And the free updates too. That's the crazy. They're free updates. bought
Yeah,
the
they're all
game
free.
once.
That's the thing. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Um, I don't know, I'm stuck between Baldur's Gate 3 and No Man's Sky personally.
Yeah, I don't have any strong ties to any
I I,
title
I don't have
here
any strong ties to any of these,
with
so
anybody. I just want to see
Ditto.
Final Fantasy win. So I'm gonna.
all right. I
Yeah,
guess I'll probably go No Man's Sky personally.
I'll
Again, I
go.
got no ties to any of these games. I don't play any of them, so I'm
I'll go
gonna go with that.
Baldur's Gate because why
There we
not?
go. Hey,
fair enough.
split,
Yeah.
split amongst all three of them, you
But
know?
they'll probably
So
they might win it. So
fair,
who knows?
fair and balanced, right? Okay, next one. Let's go into best ongoing, aka live service games, which is literally the same stuff,
I
except
was
they took
gonna
out,
say.
yeah, they took out Baldur's
Uh,
Gate 3 and put in Marvel Rivals. So uh I honestly have no idea.
I
Um
play a little bit of Marvel Rivals. I've recently been getting back into it with the latest update with like Gambit coming in. So
we
I'm gonna
played
go.
it when it initially launched and
Yeah,
had
that's
some
fun.
fun, but we ended up going into the finals more. I wish finals was in here, but I know it's a much smaller game, and I know a lot of people don't particularly like it, even though I personally find it fun because again, made by the OG Battlefield devs and everything. So
It's
I
a
don't know. I
good
guess I'll go
Fair
No
quality
Man's
enough.
Sky
game.
again, just because it's all free updates and they've been doing it for like 10 plus years. So there you go.
And I'll go Marvel Rivals. I had fun with it when I played it.
So. All right. Let's see. Next one is Games for Impact. So, for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message, this was added only a couple years ago in terms of topics, if I remember correctly. All right, we've got Consume Me, we've got Despelot, we've got Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, South of Midnight, and Wanderstop. Yeah, not gonna lie, I have not played any of these games. So,
So
Yeah,
I've
ditto.
but
played
the one I
two.
want to play is South of Midnight.
Yeah,
I do want
it's
to play
so
South of
good.
Midnight. I've heard it's good. So I think based off that alone, I'm probably gonna pick South of Midnight personally.
Yeah, both of I play. So I only played the two here, Lost Records and South of Midnight. Lost Records was good, but I felt like it lost me in the plot and it lost me in the the overarching story there. And I kind of feel like it lost its way a little bit. And it started off good, it just ended bad for me. I wasn't a big fan of it. Whereas like South of Midnight, I think was a pretty just solid game all the way through. It was a good story. I like the
I've,
characters.
yeah, I've
I,
heard the best thing about the game was the art and the
oh
character.
man, yeah, it was a really cool game, and the acting was great. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if I had to choose between the two, I would definitely would choose South of Midnight. I'm trying to think though, like pro social meaning or message. I'm trying to remember like meaning of family. I'm trying to remember the actual like the deep meaning here in this game, but I think if
Yeah.
anything, it was way more clear of what I could put together for this than I could have like Lost Records. And then the other ones I didn't play, but I know the other ones I've heard a lot of them, a lot for the other ones too. Yeah, I'll go South of Midnight.
Yeah, may as well. That's the one
All
I
right,
really
getting
know.
into the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 more categories. All right, we
Getting
got
up there.
innovation in accessibility. All right, we've got Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom the Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight. Now, this category is saying recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Which I guess would explain why Assassin's Creed is here, because you could toggle that thing, I guess, with the difficulty and all that kind of stuff to your heart's content. They kind of took what I think it was Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown did, and they kind of upped it even more, I guess, which that game definitely had a lot of that stuff. So, oh, honestly, I have no idea. Again, I ain't voting for a sports game. Not happening.
Alan's so anti-sports. He's
So,
like, dude, if I see an EA or anything, I'm done. I'm not done.
Is that a soccer ball? Get it out of
Get
here.
out of here. EA
yep.
now.
Well, I mean, heck, I won't even watch soccer on TV. Like I need to play soccer. I hate watching soccer on TV because half those guys are just a bunch of babies who are tripping over themselves half the time. Um, no, for me, I guess I'll just go South of Midnight again, personally. Um, I did hear that Doom the Dark Ages had a lot of that stuff though,
Mhm.
in terms of accessibility and be able to change a lot of different settings and everything, which was cool.
Oh, yeah.
So,
No, it definitely
um,
did.
so that could be something right there.
Yeah, I always
So,
feel bad for this category because like I don't know how to vote for it because I don't make use of a lot of those accessibility features outside of like maybe like subtitles or something. So I never really know how much these games are doing. But If all of them are adding
Yeah.
cool stuff like that, that's good. But I'll probably just go South of Midnight personally because maybe they did add some really cool stuff in there that really helps out with the accessibility. So I'll go.
Okay. Next category is best performance. Oh boy.
Oh man, we gotta talk about this one. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Talon, run through
Okay,
these names. Run through these
I
names.
want to say one thing right now. I really think starting next year they need to have best lead performance, and they need to have another category for supporting
Yes.
performances.
Yes,
Because I don't care what you say, like there are so many amazing voice actors and actresses in this industry right now that they need to have them in different categories so that we can allow more people to win these votes and everything. So, okay, so we've got ready for this? Ben Starr, aka Obscure, Charlie Cox, Obscure, Erica, Ghost of Yote, Jennifer, Obscure. We've got Cut
Yes, Brian. Absolutely. It feels so wrong for him.
Say off right the bat here. All amazing voice actors. Like yeah. Okay. In terms of what I have not only played but also listened to, and just their voice acting in general, I think I'm stuck between Ben Starr and Charlie. I know, real original. I know,
Oh,
real
you went
original and everything.
Charlie? Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Well, who'd you think I was gonna pick?
I thought you were gonna go Jennifer English. That's why. That's my two. My two is between Ben Starr and Jennifer.
Okay, so Jennifer English, she's in everything. It feels like nowadays. She's been in like the last
she's
big
on the
3
rise
games.
for sure.
Yeah, she's on the rise. So again, amazing voice actor and everything. But didn't she win a couple of years ago or a year before or something like that? If I remember correctly,
I have no idea.
I honestly just don't remember. I just honestly don't remember. But in terms of like, again, going off the games right here, like Ben Starr's Ben Starr, amazing. In terms of the role he had in the game, I preferred his performance over Jennifer's. Again,
Yeah.
all amazing voice actors and actresses.
Yeah,
And
of
this is where
course.
the whole supporting and lead performances needs to be split apart so we can vote separately for each of those. Troy Baker, I only got to hear a little bit from him when I played a little bit of Indiana Jones.
Let me add to that too. Troy Baker being nominated for Indiana Jones and not being nominated for his character in Death Stranding 2 is crazy. Like him not being nominated for Higgs' performance. He did an amazing performance in Death Stranding 2 coming back as Higgs. So I'm shocked.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked it's not for that. I am definitely
that.
shocked. I did see some. I did see some clips of it. I'm like, this got
Dude,
range.
he
So
win. I'm telling you, he sung in it. He sang like 2 songs. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's so crazy.
Kato-san, she had a really good voice in Silent Hill from the clips I saw and everything. So I can definitely see why she's here. Erica is really the only one I haven't really listened to aside from trailers and everything. Because again, I play Ghost of Yote in Japanese because my wife watches me play. So I can't speak on it. I've heard she had a good performance, but again, just I can't comment on it too much. So for me personally, all right, F it, just because the dude's awesome, I'm gonna go with Ben. Is who I'm gonna go with. Because and I have to say this kind of as a side note, Square, you need this guy to be doing all of your marketing for all your Final Fantasy games. I loved that little market thing for all the Final Fantasy sales that they had going on. Like, yeah, they need to keep doing that. So, what about you guys? What are you gonna vote for?
Go ahead, Lemonette, because I have a rant, so you can.
Oh, we got a rant going on. All right.
I'm gonna go with Troy Baker just because I think he did a really bang at Harrison Ford impersonation. And the whole game, like, that's not Harrison Ford. Could fool me. So I'm going that.
Okay, so
Okay, let's hear this rant. Let's go.
I don't think Charlie Cox should be here. I'm sorry. I can't believe they threw him in here. Don't get me wrong. This man had an amazing performance. And I know this is where it goes down to what you said, where like they really do need to like break down how they're kind of like doing this because this man was in the game, for a certain amount of time versus some of these other versus everybody else that's here, right? Like everybody else that's here makes sense. Him it really does feel like they threw him in here as like a celebrity thing, and I wouldn't be surprised if at the Game Awards maybe Charlie Cox is there. Maybe he gives out, Jeff likes to have like those special guest celebrity come in, give an award or whatever. It happens every year. He gets a couple, and he actually has been getting like more and more bigger names. So good for him on that. I really do feel like Charlie Cox is only here because I have a feeling Charlie Cox is probably going to be there, probably going to give out an award. But it feels wrong. But don't get me wrong. I say that also respecting the hell out of his character. Gustav,
He did a really
Gustav's,
good job.
yeah,
He did a good job for
Gustav's
what he was given,
performance was
but
amazing.
then
Yeah,
again, I guess technically non-spoilers, even though the game's been out for a long time,
yeah.
not in the game very long.
It's not, and
So
it feels
it's
wrong for
really
him to
not.
be here. There are so many other
Yeah.
characters you could have put here, and as someone who's
Mhm.
also in a Death Stranding camp, I know a lot of people are very anti Death Stranding, but I genuinely love that game. I love the first one, and I love the second one so much more than the first one. It was such an improvement, and they did such a disservice by not getting the voice actor for Fragile. Anybody who's watching this, anybody who's a fan of Death Stranding knows that that actress, I think her name is Leia Sedux. She got bamboozled because she gave one of the, like, bro, I cried in that game because of her. She did such an amazing job, and I just can't believe she didn't get nominated. And I'm trying to think, there's no Death Stranding here at all. That's, dude, that is so wild because there's so many amazing performances in that game. And I'm sure in a bunch of other games too. But my point is that, like, Charlie Cox being here just doesn't feel right. It really doesn't feel right. But that aside, ran out the way. I am also between the camp of Ben Starr and Jennifer English, but I'm gonna go with Jennifer English because I think at the end of the day, it was Mayel's performance that blew me away more than Verso's performance. But at Ben Starr doing Verso, she just touched me so much more in that story. I mean, when I think it back to, like, just her going through some of those, like, monologue moments, man, dude, I remember just gushing,
She
crying.
oh, dude, again, she
It's
did an
so
amazing
good,
job.
so good.
Yeah.
But again, Ben
It's
Starr equally. Like,
yeah.
my point is that
I
they
think
both did so good, but I have to just lean more towards Jennifer
yeah,
English.
unfortunately, you gotta pick one. You can't pick
Yeah,
both,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I
100%.
think the reason I went more towards Ben is because a lot of this because Lemon's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about here in a second. A lot of people, unfortunately, I think missed out on these. But doing the campfire
Mhm.
character moments and everything with all the different
Yeah.
team members, absolutely loved it. And Ben Starr killed it in all of those. So that's why he gets my vote personally. So,
Also, that last scene in the game,
oh God, I know, it
Ben
destroys me. It destroys me.
Starr.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. It's so good. I can't wait to
Yep.
see this, like, in real time. I'm so
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, dude. If Charlie Cox
You're gonna
wins,
be there live.
oh
Lem and I will be
man,
here on stream live again when it's going. Oh man, it's gonna be.
yeah, I can't wait to see,
Yeah.
like, the reaction because this is one of those, like, banger lineup. Like, this is gonna be like
Yeah.
everybody's gonna be on the editor seats to be like, okay, who's taking this? Because this is a lot of good, like, performances here. So I'm excited. This is gonna be a good
Yeah.
fight.
Exactly. Okay, next category is best audio design. Now, remember, this is different from music. So, this is audio design. This says recognizing the best in game audio and sound design. Okay. So they've got Battlefield 6, Claire Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, and Silent Hill F. I don't know why Arc Raiders isn't in here because from what I've seen in terms of videos, I haven't played the game personally. That's made by OG Dice, and OG Dice, no sound, like no tomorrow. I've heard it's nothing but great in that game. But again, getting off topic. So
Well,
in
I
terms of
don't.
sound design, ugh,
That's why I don't
um,
understand this. Just because Claire Obscure and Ghost of Yotei, really, I don't have amazing sound design. It's all music for me.
it is.
Claire
I mostly look at the
Yeah.
music. So
Peak.
because in-game audio and sound. I don't think Yotei does not get my vote on that. I can't speak on Death Stranding. Lethal, you'd have to let us know on that one. I've heard Silent Hill had really good audio and sound design, especially with the monster sneaking up on you and everything. So Battlefield 6, it's got good audio. I don't think it's the best. So, and at least with, especially when you compare it to other Battlefield games, there have been way better sound and audio design in other Battlefield games. I kind of want to give the Silent Hill F, to be perfectly honest. It's kind of where I want to go, I think.
I think I'll go
For
there
this.
too.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm gonna give it to
just double checking. We're looking at this as, like, like
like
stomping on the
footstep,
floor, like
like
putting on the back, using your
right,
like the sword
footstep.
slashes, like all those
Yeah,
types of little
exactly.
intricate sounds that you're hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would give this to Death Stranding 2 then. There's so much, whether you're driving the vehicle, you're putting on the gear, you're taking out the ladder, you're listening to it pop when it gets to the very edge of, like, going to a full extension. Like, there's those little types of details that are so important. There's the baby Lou when you have to, like, rock the baby because she's crying and stuff like that. Like, such cool little audio cues like that. And that's just, like, the surface. Like, every time in that game, there's like a meme. He gives a thumbs up. It's like an actual, like, thumbs up. Like, it's like a social media thing. And there's cool little sound effects with it. Like, there's so much cool stuff with the sound and what they do with it. Also, one thing with Death Stranding 2 is that the game, the way the audio works and the music works, it's based off of what you're doing in the game. So when you're not fighting enemies and you're just kind of like going through the terrain, it's very normal. But the moment you start getting into fights, the music alters and it becomes more of like a battle track. But it takes that same soundtrack and it just turns it like in real time as you're fighting. And then when you're done fighting, it goes back to like a normal like its normal soundtrack. Like there's cool stuff like that that they do with audio that I have to respect, and that, in my opinion, goes to Death Stranding 2.
It's a fair vote, man. It's a
Yeah.
fair vote for that. Okay, going on to the last 5 categories. All right, now we've got score music, which I'm not gonna lie, maybe it's just because I've gotten older, but the last like 4 years when it comes to this particular one, dude, music has been a big thing in games for me. Like listening to the soundtracks and the scores and everything.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it is, I love it. And I'm just gonna say right now, Final Fantasy 16, awesome soundtrack from a few years ago. Just saying. All right. Anyway, we've got Silk Song, we've got Hades 2, we got Clair Obscur, Ghost of Yote, Death Stranding 2. I'm sorry, it's maybe the cliche answer for some, but dude, Clair Obscur, like, come on. Like I
Yeah.
like the moment I finished that game, I was literally going on to try and
Yeah.
find all the music. It is in my playlist to listen on the train when I'm doing other things on my phone or if I'm at work grading papers or something for my classes. Like I am listening to it still to this day. And yeah, I've got to go again because it's a score music. It's got to go.
Dude,
And the fact that wasn't one of the main like artists or whatever for this soundtrack, were they found on like Reddit or something like that?
I think so.
Like,
Or not sound
yeah,
not Reddit, SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No,
there we
they
go. So
it's
yeah,
such a
no,
big story.
Claire Obscur
Yeah.
gets my vote. No competition. Done and done.
Yeah. Uh, it's tough because you're right. You're absolutely right. And I think I'm definitely Expedition 33 as well because I think we've all listened to like Lumiere, Mael's theme,
Yep.
Verso's theme, like
Mhm,
all over
exactly.
again for like on repeat. And I definitely did more than I did
And if you need
Death
if you
Stranding
need
2.
convincing, you need convincing. Here it is. Here it is. Okay.
Go ahead.
Final boss battle when the boss takes his cane, slams into the ground, the pedals go around, and the music
The Renoir track.
blares. Right there. That right there should be all the convincing you need.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, dude, I even think of the moments of like, see, I don't want to get to spoiler, like story stuff, but like, and some of those heavier parts of the story, right? Like just the music that would play, and like it's just, it's all throughout the game. It's just such wonderful music.
Oh, yeah.
Every boss
Oh,
battle
he's
is like
absolutely-
memorable. Like I can think of the track for the boss battles, and I can't do it with every game. It's one of those games where like, oh yeah, if I heard it, I remember that. You know, that's the Painter's fight. Like I would know that if I heard it.
Exactly.
like,
and the thing is,
it's that
when you type
special.
it into like YouTube and everything, you'll be like, okay, I don't know the name of this because again, it's a French title probably. Let's see, Clair Obscur, Painter fight or this boss fight or something, and it pops up automatically, and you hear it for like 2 seconds. You're like, yes, that's it
Yeah.
right there. So
It's a shame because like I would have loved to have given this a Death Stranding 2 for Woodkid because man, though the soundtrack that Kojima puts together for his games, I typically love them. They're really good mixes, but it is just unfortunate it did go up against a juggernaut that is Clay Obscur, Expedition 33, and Lorian. I can never say the name right. Lorian Testard, I think, or Testard.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Mhm.
crushed it. Like that soundtrack is just it's so good, so
it
good.
is,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, Lemon, I'm assuming you're going Claire, or are you going something else?
Yeah, I'm going Clair Obscur, but I also don't want to call it Ghost of Yote had a good soundtrack too.
Ghost of Yotei had a good one. It was good. I haven't heard
Yeah.
the Hades 2 one yet, so only you guys can tell me about that. Hollow Knight, it was fine.
I don't even
personally.
remember music that much in Hollow Knight. Maybe it's just me. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's
Maybe I was
that's
just
the other part.
it's
too.
it's such a hard game that you're so like locked in. Maybe I wasn't even
Oh
thinking
yeah,
of
I
it.
think that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
there's probably some good scores for some boss fights, but dude, I am not focusing on that at all.
Yeah, it's
I am
hard.
focused in on the combat because I'm getting my ass handed to me. So
See, Claire, this is why we needed like turn-based RPGs because like I could just sit there and wait and listen to
Well,
this track
exactly.
play
I mean,
as
dude,
it's like I'm like,
why
yeah, this
why
is
do you
good.
think Rebirth won last year, dude? Like
Uh,
I'd press the touchpad to bring up that enemy
oh,
information
yeah.
and just sit there and listen to the music for like half an hour or something like that. So.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Best art direction. Okay, so for outstanding creative and/or technical achievement in the artistic design and animation. Okay, so we've got Clair Obscur, Death Stranding, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight. Okay, art-wise, I want to give it to Hades 2 just from what I've seen. I haven't been able to put it on my own personal TV yet, but personally, I want to give it to Hades 2 in terms of art. Clair Obscur would be a second pick, along with Ghost of Yote. Those are runner-ups for that. But I want to hear what you guys are going to do before I vote.
I think
Um,
mine's about the same.
Yours the same. So
Yeah.
I think my vote for this, it's hard because like Hades 2, it could be, but I feel like Hades already took this for me personally when they won Hades. I think I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought Hades the first one took the same award.
It
Maybe I could be
might have. It
wrong.
might have.
It
Yeah,
might
it
have.
might have. I don't know.
But I don't feel like for me personally the art direction was that much different from Hades 1. Like it very much looked generally like Hades 1. But obviously he's a little bit fancier, nicer. And I feel like that's the same for
Yeah.
me, but for Silksong. Silksong just felt like more Hollow Knight. I don't, there's different
Yeah.
enemy designs, different boss designs, sure. Um, Ghost of Yote, I can argue the same thing. It felt like more Tsushima. It felt like there's a lot of similarities there, but I'm sure there's some
Yeah.
different stuff. Same thing with Death Stranding. I could say the same thing. It felt like I was still in the same world of Death Stranding 1. The one that's to me that's completely different. That I'm like I think about like the underwater world. Remember in Expedition 33? Like,
Oh yeah, the
Mhm.
underwater world. Yep.
dude, that blew
Mhm.
my mind. I remember being like, oh,
Yeah.
I think this game is gorgeous. Like, there are some of the most
Yeah.
colorful palettes used in this game. Like, they give you the dull and the ugly, but they give you the bright, the shiny, the beautiful. Like, they just hit
Oh, I think you can
everywhere.
say that about like all these games in the end. I mean,
Yeah.
again, like I get what you're saying about the whole like again, it's
Mm.
more of what we've seen already, and they probably won this award a couple years ago, or 4 years ago, or 7, or whatever the case was. But that just shows how strong all these artistically
Mm.
these are. Again, there's a reason why, like for Ghost of Yote, for example, yeah, it's more Ghost of Tsushima. Do you remember the first time we saw Ghost of Tsushima? And then with Ghost of Yote, they definitely had a lot more. I feel like it had a lot more color and everything to it, especially around the base of Mount Yote itself. And then the moment you move down into the other areas of the map, like some of the reds and the
Mm.
greens and everything, I'm just like, holy crap, the color is really popping. And dude, on a 4K TV, it looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So
No, totally fair. I mean,
God damn it. It's just
I feel that
now
way
I'm
with
second guessing my
Expedition
vote now
33.
though, because now I don't know which one to pick.
I just feel like Expedition 33 was the one that stuck out the most because it was the one that I can vividly remember a lot of those worlds, especially that overworld. Like there's so many things like I just take away art direction wise and I can be like, oh man, this felt so refreshing to me. Whereas the other ones I'm like, personally for me, they didn't feel refreshing. They felt like more of the same. And to be fair, they're all sequels, right? In some shape or form, they're
Yeah.
all sequels. So that's also, that's just how I look at it. I'm like, it didn't hit me the way that Expedition 33 was like, dude, what is this world? What is this? Especially when you get to the bigger picture story, like there's a lot that goes into it. The painters and all that stuff. Like I think it's some really cool things that they tie in with art direction, especially with Expedition 33 of all the games. Like this is the game about art, literally about art.
It is
So
literally about art.
yeah,
Yes.
so it's like,
It absolutely is
how am I
about art.
not how am
So
I not giving this to Expedition 33?
Lemon, what are you voting for, Lemon?
Uh,
Yeah, I got you guys right. Now you're thinking.
Put him on the
Now
spot.
you're
I'm
thinking.
still. think I'm sticking with Hades too, just because it's it's the one that sticks with me. Is I really like a lot of the art design they've chosen and stuff. But I will say, Clair Obscur is a really close second, just because it's so wildly unique. It's very bizarre, very
Yeah.
esoteric, very kind of. I'm not trying to think of the right word for it. Like, it really kind of beats you over the head and just how bizarre it is. It is intentionally bizarre, and they want you to
I'm gonna go
feel kind of
Expedition. I'm gonna go. I
uncomfortable.
changed my mind. I'm gonna go
Let's go.
Expedition.
We did it. We did it,
Oh,
guys.
there
We
we
did
go.
it. We did it. We
Go
brought one
team.
over. We brought one over.
Go team. Peer pressure.
Town. This is the part where we have now Expedition 33 sweep. We're at the last like 3 or 4. This is
Okay,
where the
best
sweep
narrative,
happens.
best game direction, and game of the year. Okay,
This
let's
is the
go.
rest of
Okay, so
it.
best
Yeah.
narrative. Okay, so this is stories, right? Story and narrative developments. Clair Obscura, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Silent Hill F. Again, out of these games, like I'm honestly surprised Ghost of Yote's here. The story was fine, my personal opinion. But yeah, Clair Obscura wins it in terms of story.
Yep.
That's where it goes. So
Yeah,
Lemon, are you
I'm probably
changing
same
anything? Or are you
thing.
going with that?
No, I'm going Clair Obscur.
You know what's crazy?
100%.
Okay.
I see a lot of people talk about Silent Hill F that had actually a really good story, and some people are arguing it's like the best Silent Hill story. And I have to play it. I haven't
I-
played it yet, so I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
played it.
From what I hear, it is actually really good.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's what it's
I
winning.
think-
It's winning like I think a lot of like narrative awards. I'm like, oh damn! I'm like, I must have slept on this game. I don't think I realized it was as good as it is.
All right, best game direction. Okay, so in terms of this, it says awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. All right, so we've got Clair Obscur, Death Stranding, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Split Fiction. All right, well, if you're a cynical gamer, you'd probably say, well, none of these are original because they all took stuff from other games and everything like that. And I'm gonna say, shut up and go play these awesome games. So game direction, the creative vision and innovation.
You know, I could see
I guess Claire Obscure would be my
I could
pick
s
for this.
I
Like,
could see people going against Claire in this one because of the 3rd act. That 3rd act took a lot of people out of this game, like, in terms of, like, how much they
really?
liked it. Mhm.
Really?
I think when it broke into
I
the
guess
bigger
I stayed
picture.
offline. I stayed offline
Yeah.
away from the
Oh, no. I mean,
fan base
read
it's
the
created, to
reviews.
say the least. I will
Yeah.
not defend that at all. But
Yeah, yeah. I could just see that. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised if you see, like, a Kojima take this one. That's just what I'm
yeah.
expecting as what from what I've been seeing around, like, the internet.
If I wasn't picking Claire Obscure, I'd go with Ghosts of Yote just because of how the open world works.
Mhm.
That would be my runner up for it personally. But again, reading
Yeah.
the definition and everything, I'll go with Claire Obscure for this one. I think is what I'm going to go with. What
Yeah,
about you, Lemon? What are you going to go
I
with?
think I go there too. There.
I think I might go Hades 2 on this.
82.
I
Okay.
don't know.
No,
I just think
again, they all did a good job in terms of
Mhm.
their game direction. You can't fault any of these
Was
games.
was was
So
Split Fiction that good? Like, I really like, is this a
I've
thing
heard,
where
I've
it
heard
was
lots
actually
of good
that
things
good?
about it.
I
I think when after it released, it unfortunately was just overtaken by all the other games coming out in terms of
I feel like, what was the first one called?
two.
Takes 2, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like that one
two.
had so much more, I don't know, people talking about it.
I have heard people who actually do prefer that game over
Yeah.
this one. What
I
I've heard.
believe it. It looked more, what do you like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it caught my attention more than this game did when this one got announced. Like, this one got announced, and I was like,
Sure.
"Oh, it looks good," but I felt like It Takes Two was had me more interested. I don't know.
Okay. And the last one, game of the year. Recognizing a
Damn.
game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Claire Obscure, Death Stranding, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yeah.
Lemon, what are you going with? I want to put Lemon on the spot first.
Lemon's like,
Uh,
"Oh, no, Hades,
um,
maybe?"
This is your game of the year personally out
mm,
of this list. You can have a different game of the year personally in your own head and everything, like everyone always does. But in terms of this list right here, what are you picking for your game of the year?
uh, it's a toss up between Clair Obscure and Hades 2. I think Clair Obscure is gonna be a game that I'm gonna be reminded of a lot more over as time goes on. Just think back on it. But I think Haze 2 is the game I'm gonna play again more recently, just because it's a lot more played a lot more.
Mhm.
Crap.
You know,
I'm
you
gonna
could
go
vote
Haze
now
2.
and go back secretly by yourself and vote and change your
No,
vote if you wanted.
I'm gonna go Haze 2. I mean,
Hell yeah, man.
yeah.
All right, Lethal, what are you going with?
I already voted. I went, Claire Obscure.
Obscure?
Yeah, that game
Yeah,
just
for
it
me
did
personally,
everything.
yeah, it's got to be Claire Obscure. Definitely the most fun I had, dude. I no life that game when it came out, so
Yeah.
yeah, definitely have to go Claire Obscure for my game of the year. All right, there we go. The entire list is officially voted on. It says download your vote card. I'll download that. I voted. But nice. All right. Under the site. Now, isn't there another thing of voting like in a week or something like that?
There's the player's voice. 3 rounds, 3 chances to vote. I don't really know how
What is
this
that
works,
under? Is that
though.
under nominees or where are you looking at that?
I hit next after the last category, but the esports one, and it automatically takes you there. So go to the esports category and then hit next, and then it should take you to player's voice. But it hasn't
Next
started yet.
category.
So we actually have time on
Oh,
it.
there we go. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so player's voice. Yeah, the round one opens December 1st. Oh, it's not even opened yet. Okay,
Yeah,
so
next week
okay,
or
so
2 weeks.
we'll vote on that stuff when December 1st hits, December 4th and December 8th. Okay. All right. Well, I guess it'll be
So,
interesting to see what random mobile game pops up because of popularity or whatever.
dude,
But
if I see Genshin, I'm quitting. I'm not.
oh god, yep.
I'm not even gonna look at it. I see that, I'm done.
Oh, the memes. The memes always happen around this particular topic.
Is there any games I got gypped this year? I'm trying to think. I think that those were kind of like pretty big.
Games I've got.
No game that got
Um,
like get included back of what I played. I think everything that's like
everything
pretty
I've
big
played.
got in here.
I mean, everything to my knowledge got at least some nods. I don't agree with some of the particular games in certain categories, like Monster Hunter over Dragon Quest 1 and 2
Yeah,
or
yeah, I
things like
agree.
that.
Stuff like that too.
Um,
Oh, I
yeah,
don't
I
know where it
think
fit, but Like a Dragon. I really like Pirate Yakuza. I'm not sure where I'd go, but
I
I
heard
really like
I
that
heard it
one.
was good. Yeah,
Oh,
I've heard a lot of
okay.
people enjoying it.
Like that didn't
So
make it. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, that was obviously a good one. So I think overall for the
Yeah.
most
I think
part,
everything that I played it was here in some shape.
yeah, in some shape or form, yeah. Again, just there are a few categories I'm just like, why is this here over this? Or yeah.
Well, the whole indie game thing really kind of pissed me off.
Yeah,
It
the
just
indie, yeah, I
Yeah,
think the
that
indie
was a weird
game
one.
they need to go. I think with indie game and then with performances, they need to
Yeah.
really look at that for the next round. And they need to look at those and really think about splitting those or redefining certain parts of that. I really think they do,
yeah. Like
because
for
they're
indie
going to
indie
need to do
game,
that for next time.
like Pipistrello wasn't involved. Like Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo is a really good game that more people should
Yeah.
play, especially like those kind of GBA era games. It's
Mhm.
straight up a solid kind of throwback.
Yeah,
to that.
it's straight up from that era. So
And like Sword of the Sea is another one that it's a perfect indie game to add to the list that got snubbed because a pseudo indie game got added. Like if you have a publisher, you're not an indie game anymore. That's what it should be.
yeah. So again, that's why they need to go back in and look at these categories and redefine them a little bit. Open up another category if they want to. Like just do it already. I mean,
Oh,
heck,
and Trails in the Sky. Yeah, that was another one that
yeah.
got snubbed.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that should have been an RPG. I'm surprised
Yeah.
that wasn't in there. They put Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really think they just threw Monster Hunter a bone because they're like, you know what, we'll give you a 1.
Was that the only category? Yeah, right.
Yep, that was the only
That's
category it was in.
Dude, that's so crazy. Yeah,
Yep.
that really is crazy.
Everyone was talking about that game when it launched and it got like all those high scores. I mean, dude, the thing sold like 10 million copies or something like that in the first month or something, which is crazy. And then like nothing after that. So
Indiana was this year. Why I thought that was last year. So
It was
weird.
last year.
Indiana Jones was last year, but it was like
Like
right at the
this-
same time of the Game Awards. So it
Yeah, it was
falls
like
within
same
that.
week, I think.
So
Yeah.
crazy.
Or that's why people were super concerned about that. There's like, yeah, Indiana Jones is a really good game, but it's not going to go up for awards because when it came out. So the fact that it even was included, I think is kind of a statement to how good it was, just because it has.
It was in 2 categories, wasn't it? It was in the
Yeah.
performances and then
Best action adventure.
action,
action adventure. Yeah.
Yeah.
which everyone talks about. You know, if you put a game out earlier in the year, it's less likely to get nominated because people forgot about it. Well, this is the ultimate like game that came out right when the year started, proverbial year started, and people still remembered it. So
Right, exactly.
Crazy.
Well, there we go, man. We have officially voted. We voted, people. We voted. We got our votes in there for
Done.
this. We'll have to do the player's choice or whatever, which we know is just gonna get everything's gonna get snubbed in mobile games and live service BS is gonna get picked for that. But you know, happens every year, unfortunately. So it is what it is. Call us boomer gamers, whatever you want to call it. But hey, at least we
Okay,
we can
boomer.
expand our horizons and play different games, and we're not stuck in one game.
Maybe next year we'll look into like esports and stuff. Maybe we'll get talent to start watching some competitive esports stuff to get us in there for next year.
Oh
Sounds like I don't have
God.
time for that. I'm not watching.
You guys are gonna no. You guys are gonna come over here. You're gonna hog tie me to a chair and be like, "Watch it."
You're
my eyes
watching
open and be
this.
like,
You're
watching
watching
it.
League of Legends, bitch.
Oh man. It's funny because like that does happen every year where we're just like we have nothing to say here these first like 3 months. We
we've
never
had it
have
for
nothing
like
to
what
say.
4 or 5 years now. At this point,
Yeah.
we're just like, I don't know.
Always the
I don't know what the F this is. I don't know who the F this is. I don't
Funny.
know. So. Yeah, and it's always the first 1, 2, 3, 4 categories. Yeah, you're just
Yeah,
like,
it's always like
okay,
the first like
sure.
4 ones.
Although I guess technically VR for the most, we've also said the same thing about VR, but at least we've heard about a few of those. Like
Yeah.
best esports team, I'm like, yeah, I heard about you like 10 years ago because you keep winning every year. So, oh god, it would definitely be interesting. So, I think with that, ladies and gents, we are going to end the stream there. Kind of a short one today, but regardless, we got to vote and everything. So if you happen to be watching this later on, or I clipped all of the categories for shorts, so if you happen to see those over on YouTube or any other platform, essentially, then let us know and just what to wait and see. Make sure to join us though live. We'll be live reacting to all of the stuff when it comes.
I'm gonna zone him out. I'm gonna zone him out so I can end my own stream. For anybody who's watching this post, thank you, Brian, for hanging out and chatting it up, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, anybody who's watching this post everything else, um, not being live, watching it as a standalone thing. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm curious to see what you would pick for your awards here. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream there because it's late. I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you guys for watching.